The Ministry of Public Infrastructure is to start doing some serious introspection, especially in its human capacity, and this is expected to transcend beyond the ministry. Addressing the press recently, Minister of Public Infrastructure David Paterson noted that the ministry is to start looking at consultants and services being provided in addition to its regulations for procurement of goods and services.
What may be beneficial is to put a stopgap mechanism. I mean, that if after 20% of the time expired and you haven't completed 20% of the work, it's grounds for us terminating those things like that. But right now it's not there.
The minister noted that for next year, the ministry is hoping for a full 11 months of disbursement. The ministry is also looking at penalty regulations for both consultants and contractors.
We have a habit in this to blaming the contractors only. On occasions, it is the fault of the lack of supervision and lack of service by the consultant. Right now, there's no penalty clause for any consultancy services in existence under this ministry. There may be in other ministries.
If a consultant proves very bad work, there are ways of retrieving monies, but in the case of the contractor, there is almost zero mechanisms to recoup sums paid over.
Unless we do a civil court. And the Cato report proved that quite clearly, in the sense that, poor supervision. And I could say on that, the consultant wrote to us and said, well, he was closing up shop anyway, so therefore, this was his last job anyway, so don't worry, so he closed his consultancy, and we, as the citizens, have to bear the extra costs.
Minister Patterson also disclosed that the ministry was finding difficulties in recruiting qualified graduate engineers at the current public servant salary at $80,000. It is a matter that the ministry is moving to address in the coming months. Handel Duncan, GP Nightly News.